Hey, my sugar lumps. I am Adina here with Beyond the Veil. Thank you guys for joining me, and excuse my poor lighting. I am in my shed, and I'm in here because I had some juju going on. So I was sitting out here with it. Plus, I was smoking a little marijuana. And I just decided, well, instead of waiting till tomorrow to do this reading, because I'm a little bit tired, I've had a long day, I'm going to just do it now. Let me just do it while it's on my spirit before I lose interest. So, I saw today that Jamie Foxx, or his avatar, is engaged to be married to a girl who has no media presence that I could find prior to her relationship with Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx has been known to keep a Caucasian woman, and both of his children are from Caucasian women. So I see that there's some outrage, but I'm not one of those people who cares, because, you know, I never have any problem bringing the boys to the yard. So I have no reason to be concerned about who Jamie Foxx is boinking. However, my concern, what piqued my interest, was that, well, I was like, well, who is this girl? You know, they were just like, oh, she was with him, supporting him through his thingy thing. And I'm like, maybe, because he's not necessarily that public with his dating life. But then I Googled her, because I wanted to know who she was. Is she in business? Is she in entertainment? You know, what? And what I found was every single article about her was posted in September, late August, early September. And even when I typed on the link for her that said it was going to take me to Wikipedia, it didn't take me to Wikipedia. It took me to something else where it talked about her being spotted out with Jamie Foxx. So correct me if I'm wrong, and I don't mind being wrong, because I wanted to know who this lady was. I wanted to know a little bit about her because of what I know, allegedly, based on what I've read of Jamie Foxx before. I found it very suspicious that he would be marrying someone so that he could have a son. I don't believe Jamie Foxx has ever been married, and I never pegged him as the marrying type. Based on what I saw when I read Jamie Foxx, he was positioning himself to look out for his best interests, no longer looking after the interests of the industry, which is what he has been doing for the majority of his career since In Living Color. Since he got put on, he's been looking out for the interests of the industry. Jamie Foxx, however, was positioning himself to look out for his interests. And Jamie Foxx in Hollywood is a firecracker, because he has a lot of recorded materials from the parties that he hosted and the parties that he was invited to. Since he hosted a lot of these parties, nobody would suspect Jamie Foxx of stashing away receipts, because he is one of the facilitators of the haberdashery. But I saw that at some point in the recent past, within the past couple of years, Jamie Foxx had to assert himself to his handlers and kind of say, listen, you know, I'm looking out for Jamie. I'm looking out for me. Something went awry in his situation or one of his business dealings, and he had to let them know, y'all MFs, I'm not like these other men, because y'all may have receipts on other people that you could use to blackmail and hang over their heads, but I am the smart Negro who outsmarted you at your own game and got receipts on you. So if you think that you're going to blackmail me and take me down like you've done everybody else before me, you got another thing coming, because if anything happens to me, these tapes are hidden somewhere where they're safe and da-da-da-da-da. Now, the industry said there's no way that this Negro, and I put that in a nice term, is going to outsmart us. You must not know who we are and what we do. So they cloned Tyrone. All right. I saw like an implant or something be implanted in him to be his consciousness, because I did see that Jamie Foxx, the Jamie Foxx that was born into this world, his soul is no longer. In order to give him a consciousness, they implanted one inside of him. And when I saw that he was getting engaged to this woman, my first thought was that she's his handler. I saw a very strong, the strong presence of a woman when he was in the hospital that was kind of trumping his daughters. It's like they thought that she was on Jamie's side, but once she got in the position of power, maybe power of attorney, her real purpose for being in Jamie's life manifested itself. But by then, you know, it was too late. Jamie was gone, and now he had something inside of him at the consent of his daughter, who probably thought they were just trying to save his life, but really they were planning to get rid of Jamie Foxx and then replace him with something a lot more controllable, which is what they're learning to do with celebrities who get out of control and who get smart. They're now implementing technology versus their old methods. So anyways, I wanted to look into this girl that is around Jamie Foxx. Is it true love like they say? Or is there something in the milk that ain't clean with Tyrone and his new remote control? All right, so Jamie Foxx. I would like to look into the energy of Jamie Foxx. And if I am wrong about him being a Tyrone, let me see your soul, Jamie Foxx. I would like to look into the relationship between Jamie Foxx and his new fiance. Is it Alyce Huckabee? Something like that. What is the energy between Jamie Foxx and his new fiance? How does Jamie feel about his new fiance? What is Jamie's energy towards his new fiance? All right, let's see. King of Pentacles. This is Jamie Foxx. I believe he is a Virgo. This is definitely Jamie Foxx. And all of his empire. Right off the bat, he came out with all of his empire, his money, his houses, his assets, his things. Methinks that it came out this way because this is why this woman is with Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx's soul, because this is in his challenging position, the sun card reverse. The sun of his body, his sun, his soul. As we know that the sun is also called soul, S-O-L, is no longer in his body. So somebody has to control and claim his assets, his empire, now that his soul is no longer in his body. In the past, in the recent past, this is what happened to Jamie Foxx. Now, this is sometimes a suicide card. Ironically, this came out because Spirit considers whatever Jamie Foxx did to get himself in that situation a suicide mission. And methinks that he considered that before he bucked up at whomever he bucked up at. He considered that Jamie's life was hanging in the balance, being kept in his body, not by his own will, because this person isn't doing anything on their own except laying there relaxing. This person's consciousness, the glow around his head, his consciousness was being kept in his body by a machine. And I said this in the Jamie Foxx video when I read his sickness when it first happened. I said that he was being kept alive by a machine. Near future, Jamie Foxx malfunctions. We cannot see Jamie Foxx out in the public, out in the open, like we should have been able to, considering he should have been promoting a movie and doing a lot of other Hollywood things. But Jamie Foxx isn't all the way working correctly, which is why they sent in a handler to handle him. There's another celebrity that I believe that they did this to. This person's initial is Kanye West, allegedly. Kanye West was like a different model. I said in Jamie Foxx's video, and I actually brought up Kanye West, that whatever they gave Jamie Foxx was like a new and improved version. This was a trial run, and there were a lot of people who were invested in seeing how this turned out with Jamie Foxx, because they tried another one with Kanye, but it kept malfunctioning. And they learned from Kanye to send in a companion for the person, a handler, under the guise of a companion. Britney had handlers under the guise of companions when they've been tampered with. Same with Jamie Foxx, because he glitches still. He glitches. And unfortunately, this won't go as smoothly as the powers that be hope, because people are awake now. And they feel like something isn't right. So this won't be a smooth, seamless transaction like it was with Kanye and those in the past, because people are woke. So there will be chatter. They will have to use their media resources or whatever resources they have to get people to overlook this woman being with Jamie Foxx. And methinks that the people close to Jamie Foxx, his old friends, his black friends who know, even his friends, his black friends who knows that he likes white women, they've never seen this woman before. She showed up right when Jamie Foxx was sick, and they know that their access has been cut off. What is the young man's name? Jonathan Major? Was he the vocal one when Jamie Foxx first was in the hospital and saying that he hadn't heard from Jamie or nothing like that? Him specifically, I get his energy. Him specifically, this will not sit well with him. And those that are in Hollywood but ain't Hollywood, the black ones, the ones who are like, we know what goes on around here. This, that shit. This, that industry shit. They know. They know. As above. Now, I would like to think that this is the truth coming out, but it's not like any doctors will confirm and say, you know, Jamie Foxx has been altered, because they wouldn't say cloned, they would say altered, and this woman is his handler. No. However, methinks Jamie Foxx will start making more appearances once she gets settled in, once she gets things under control. We'll see Jamie Foxx appear a little bit more often, because she will know how to work out the kinks. However, Don't expect us to hear much from Jamie Foxx. We will always be getting insider reports. An inside source tells us X, Y, and Z. Friends close to Jamie Foxx. An inside source tells us X, Y, and Z. Paparazzi photo ops. But we won't hear much from Jamie Foxx at all, as we haven't heard much from Jamie Foxx. Not verbally. Knight of Cups in reverse. Advice and current actions. Methinks that I'm going to come back to that in a second. External environment, Wheel of Fortune reverse. I'm going to come back to that because that's loaded. Hopes and fears. Two of Cups. Hope this relationship thing works out for us. Seven of Cups. Final outcome, though, of a whole lot of questions. A whole lot of questions and comments and gossip surrounding Jamie Foxx. People are not going to be so easily bamboozled by that because of the woman. You guys should have got someone else, because the woman sticks out like a sore thumb. It was so easy for me to go on Google and see that there was nothing about her up until September, as early as late August, like August 26th. And then when I tried to find something about her career, it said she's an influencer. How did they meet? How did they start dating? When did they start dating? If he was sick, for the majority of their relationship, because a lot of people still don't even remember him and Katie Holmes broken up. And sure enough, they're pretty private, so we might not have known, but a lot of people were like, wait, when did we miss the Katie thing? They were together long enough for them to build, and I'm talking this new girlfriend, they were together long enough to build a solid foundation before he got sick, which is the only thing that makes sense for them to get married now. Because it said that people start noticing them together around September. And Jamie Foxx was very, very, very much sick, even months prior to that. When did they hook up? And how did they have time to court each other enough for Jamie Foxx to come back to his senses and say, okay, out of everyone that I've known in my entire life and the people who have been by me through this, and I'm sure there were people, even though the majority of his people were allegedly blocked out and only certain ones were allowed access, this lady was. He would have come to and say, okay, I need to reconnect with the people that are close to me, that have been with me. But he decides to get married to this woman and have a son, an heir, a son, because he's always wanted a son. We've never heard Jamie Foxx talk about marriage or wanting more kids. Me also thinks that his current girls are not with it, because the decision was made without them being present. They weren't there. They weren't in agreement with the decision. Methinks that the girls haven't even been able to get in contact with their father either. He's been heavily guarded and heavily isolated from everyone who knows him, including his girls, methinks. Present position, Jamie. King of Pentacles. The Lovers reverse. Six of Cups. Four of Cups. This gives me the energy that the girls, his daughters, have been iced out so that they can't get their hands on the empire. They've been iced out with the lovers in reverse. Cut off, no communication. The daughter thought that by taking him to that facility in Chicago or wherever they took him, that they were about to save his life and give her father back. What they did was allowed him to pass, gone on to glory, kept him breathing though, long enough to put this new technology into him. But he kinks, he tweaks, he malfunctions. So for the first year or so, after this technology is put in, he can't have access with the people that he knew, because they would know that that's not the person that they knew. They would know that the person being handed to them, delivered back to them, is not the same friend that they knew. It's not the same person that they knew. They'd be stubborn about it. They wouldn't be willing to accept this new Jamie. So he's had all communication and all ties cut with those who knew him before. Is Jamie Foxx's mother passed away, or his child's mother? The Empress. And this Empress always comes out in regards to Jamie Foxx. All right. The Sun in reverse as a challenge. Like I said, Jamie Foxx's consciousness isn't there anymore, but what is a slave, a clone, somebody that is controlled. This is why the woman was placed with him, because the mad scientist had to give his new Frankenstein a handler to guard over his money. Again, she came here for this. She came to be the unofficial conservator and his handler, and to watch after, keep an eye on his money and his assets and his empire and him, to make sure that nobody from his past tries to come in, to make sure that he doesn't give his daughters anything, that he doesn't try, if he gets a conscious moment, to sneak something to his daughters. They want to keep an eye on him. They want to know where he put those tapes. They want to know what he's doing with his empire. He is now theirs. What is she watching? His every move, which is controlled. His every move is controlled. Again, Jamie Foxx, two here, controller here, controller here. And this is all clarifying his challenging energy, his soul, his consciousness no longer being in his body. He's being controlled like a machine now. This person that's watching Jamie, watching him to make sure that he doesn't have any alone time with any of his associates, his old friends, because they can't keep him away from them forever. But what they can do is watch to make sure that nobody tries to get any alone time with him, to bring him back, to break the programming or any of that. She's there to keep an eye on Jamie Foxx and his environment. Recent past, the Hangman. As he was kept alive, nobody was allowed around him, so that not to interfere with what they were doing, with the new life they were giving him. When he was on life support, and they were allegedly, they were keeping him alive via machine, nobody was allowed around him so that they wouldn't be able to see the new life that they were giving him, the new consciousness that they were giving him. And look, this is a hand of the divine giving 5 new senses, new and improved. Look, they put something in him, a chip, and gave him new consciousness. Let me look into this new consciousness that they gave really quick. This is something that they were doing behind someone's back. Methinks again, this is his daughter, because at first she was making the decisions, but then once she gave them free reign to save his life, she no longer had any say-so. Once they moved him to Chicago, to the other facility. Because she felt like the doctors in LA or Atlanta or wherever he wasn't doing enough to save him. So somebody got in her ear and said, hey, there's this facility out in Chicago that does this really cutting edge, top of the line, top secret procedure, and it saves lives. And, you know, she, in her moment of desperation, she signed it over. Yeah, they saved a life, but what happened was they traded a life and gave him a life. That's where people go, wherever he went, when they're dead. But they need to be salvaged. Or where they're dead, but they need to try out new medicines and technologies and things like that. It's like a testing grounds, testing center, where they run various tests to see what procedures, what things will work, and they lose some in the process. It's like science, a practice. All right. Temperance in reverse for Jamie Foxx's near future. And I feel like mixing these cards because the energy is different now that we've moved from the past. The energy is different in the future. So I had to shuffle. Temperance in reverse. I took that as Jamie Foxx malfunctions, and also this is not going to go smoothly with people. It's not going to go down that smoothly. There is someone coming in. Why does this feel like Jonathan Majors? See, he's been trying to see Jamie, but keeps getting turned away. And he knows that something isn't right with this new Jamie. As a matter of fact, he knows what really happened. Not that he saw it, not that he has facts, but he knows. Jonathan Major knows. He knows that it's the only reason why they've shut down communication and won't let anybody close to him see him. Jonathan Major knows what they did to Jamie Foxx. He knows with every fiber in him, which is why he's been trying everything he can to see Jamie Foxx, but he's been getting turned away since Jamie Foxx got ill. You guys got a problem on your hands because the unboule Black Hollywood that is not a part of the Hollywood matrix, as much as they can refrain from it, they are. This will not go over easily with them. They feel like they have lost one of our Black American greats, and this will not go easy with that circle in Hollywood, that Black circle, and even some whites that are not down for the get down. Methinks Katie Holmes. She too is someone that is in Hollywood, but does everything they can to stay away from the shenanigans because she too is a survivor. And methinks that Jamie Foxx saved her in some way with his tapes. She found refuge in him because they couldn't come for Jamie Foxx. The Scientology crew, they couldn't come for Jamie Foxx because he has too many receipts. Jamie Foxx was too powerful for a Black man in Hollywood because he had done to them the powers that be, what they do to celebrities in order to keep them in line. There's a circle in Hollywood that is not a part of the Hollywood shuffle that this is not going over smoothly with. Jonathan Major is one. Look, his friends who haven't been able to see him since he got ill. And Jonathan has tried, and he wants to know what they've been doing the whole time that they've had him. See, somebody knows. There's that wife again. What? I tried looking up Jamie Foxx's baby's mom again too. Back when I was doing his reading, and that Empress kept coming up. And I know that she has ties to the military. And that's why a lot isn't known about her. She may still be involved. I don't know how she's involved in this, but me thinks she is. And not on the side of pro Jamie, because she's too tied into the military. And this technology that they have would be great for soldiers. It'd be great to implant into soldiers so that you have a perfect, controllable, trauma-proof, meaning psychological trauma-proof combat vessel. A lot of the new technologies that they try out on people are for warfare. Either big pharma or big militia. That's what this feels like. And me thinks that Jamie Foxx's baby's mother, his children's mother, his daughter's mother, knows a little bit or a lot of bit about what they're doing. And possibly protects it. See, every time Jonathan tries to call, he gets turned away. I keep seeing this. He just keeps getting blocked and turned away. I see a number changed. I definitely see changed numbers and wondering if he was blocked or what's going on. All right. The advice or current action position, the Knight of Cups in reverse. Now, I actually, when I pulled it, Jonathan Majors came to mind with that too. And I would like to say, Jonathan Major, please be very careful with yourself, allegedly. If you are the one whose energy I keep seeing that is trying to get to Jamie, but is being blocked, be very careful about what you know, because you know something. I don't know if he told you where he keeps those tapes, but you better watch your back and be very careful. Don't do anything out of emotion, and be careful who you share things with, because Hollywood ain't loyal. If it's not Jonathan Major who's being represented by this Knight of Cups, you possibly know where Jamie Foxx hid those tapes. He told you. You better be careful, because you have good reason. You have good reason to be paranoid, because those tapes would ruin a lot of successful people. And again, here's this Empress next to the Death card. Me thinks that even she didn't know. Me thinks that she was, and by she, Jamie Foxx's child's mother, allegedly. Me thinks that She was even infiltrated and spying on Jamie to see if she could find out where he was keeping those tapes. Not even she knew. And methinks that somebody came to her and let her know, you know, or she could have possibly gone to the powers that be and let them know that Jamie Foxx was getting too big for his britches and something needed to be done before he did something with those tapes. Methinks that his child's mother is an op. External energy, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Page of Wands. Four of Cups. 10 of Wands. Methinks that by saying, so you people shot yourself in the foot. Thinking that you know every fucking thing and thinking that you're so smart. But doing this to beloved black people is one thing that you didn't count on. Because y'all thought, because y'all were able to do this to Kanye, that black people just let shit slide with all of their black faves. But nobody. Jamie Foxx was no Kanye West. It was the sun comments that gave you guys the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And by you guys, I mean whoever is handling Jamie Foxx. You brought that on yourself when you mentioned that Jamie Foxx wanted to be a son, wanted to have a son. That got some people's attention. Some people very close to Jamie Foxx who's known him all his life pretty much, all his time in Hollywood. Why is she here again? Something about saying that Jamie Foxx always wanted a son alerts the people around him. The people who already thought there was something suspicious going on. Now they really don't believe. They really now think that Jamie Foxx is a clone. If they didn't believe it before, now they just going they know now. Now they're just like, yeah, we agree. We know. Something about him saying that he wanted a son, because it's like he never said that before. He never desired that before. And the people that have known him have had conversations about how he feels about kids, how he feels about his 2 kids that he already has and probably never wanted anymore. He never planned on having any more children. And that is what people was just like, wait a second. Jamie Foxx is a clone. Because he never, ever, ever wanted to have more children. And that alerted the people around him, closest to him. This and this, side by side. You guys fucked up when you said that, because the people who know him best, hopes and fears for someone is that this relationship thing works. Again, here's another duality card, but something meshing the 2 people together. They were definitely placed and put together. The woman keeps Jamie Foxx, his box functioning. She keeps it his on switch on. The Empress. Now this could have been this could have not been his baby mom. This could have been the woman trying to hurry up and become his wife. I still stand by what I said about his baby mom if she's alive. 3 of Swords. The Emperor. The Emperor and the Empress came out with this 2 of Cups, but in between them is the 3 of Swords. There is no love from this woman. She is there to collect. And she knows that he is not really alive. That's what this marriage is about. It's like she can't leave without those tapes. She can't leave without certain information. If she gets it, we'll hear about them breaking up. But as long as she is the one that's sent for this task, she has a job to do. As I mentioned, she can't leave yet because she has a job to do. She was sent there for a higher purpose, a higher reason than just getting married. She is a spy. 7 of Cups, final outcome. The Tower. 3 of Pentacles reverse. King of Wands in reverse. I don't know if they will actually go through with getting married. And there will be chatter about Jamie Foxx not being alive. That's what that 7 of Cups is. Many things that will also show up in the media, blogs and things like that, the comments in the blogs. There will always and forever be questions around what really happened to Jamie Foxx. However, for my subscribers, no need to question, because we know right here, right now, what happened to Jamie Foxx. And with that being said, you guys, that is what I got from this reading on him and his new alleged fiance. Good luck to the Foxes. Bye.